Okay, greetings, Patriots, Starseeds, Lightworkers, and of course our brave military. Welcome to 1776 United. We're in a worldwide galactic revolution. Now, before I say anything else, I want to say that anything that has green screen behind them or other printing all around me is fake, okay? Uh, I've been reporting this over and over. There is a site out there that I just posted, QFS Help Center. Is fake. It's probably Chinese scammers that are trying to steal your money. There's a lot of scamming coming out of China right now, as well as everywhere else right now, because they just want to milk you. Now, QFS Help Center is a fake, and they're trying to get you to DM them and steal your money, okay? QFS is free. It's always been attached to your accounts, okay, your bank account. Please, my followers out there, spread that news. Take my post that I just posted there and repost it so we can get that out there and stop this scamming from going on. I've been saying this for years, and like I said, it's if you continue to do this by thinking that QFS is not free, then it's on you, okay? Because the research and the amount of advertising out there has been out there for many, many years now, okay? Since I've been fighting these scumbags. Anyways, let's move on with the updates. Now, Washington is being cleaned out, okay? The war on criminal activity, where people can actually walk down the streets in their cities again, is coming. And Washington, they had to start with the head of the snake, which was Washington, because it was the most dangerous city on the planet, okay? And anybody that lives there can attest to that. They have, So, anyways, there's 37 other cities that are in the crosshairs of Trump and the Avengers, and of course the Earth Alliance. The GESARA military is actively, along with the National Guard, are actively getting set up to start taking and cleaning out these 37 cities. Now, DC, very, very many arrests, okay? It was absolutely, and they're still there cleaning it up. Now, I'm going to bounce around with these updates because that's the way it came in. Now, for money, the rates on the dinar are high. That means the dong is going to be very, very high. So anybody that's holding the dinar or the dong, or even the rupiah, I think will be happy. But I think the dong is going to, come in extremely high, like the dinar. Okay, Social Security checks will happen. Okay. It's going to happen. You got a bank account, or if you're receiving Social Security now, they've already got you implemented, and this is going to happen. Between now and Christmas, I know in my heart, my intuition is telling me money's going to start flowing very, very closely now. There's a lot of things, like I said in my last video, that they've got to take care of Washington. They've got to take care of Mexico and Venezuela cartels, and then the cities around the United States, and they're going to start cleaning it up. It'll get to a point where then they're going to move their efforts to clean up Canada, and then so on and so forth. And eventually all these countries, we're all going to, all this, these global alliance and militaries are going to start taking out other top criminal architects around the world, which they already have, but they're going to probably be doing a lot of mid-level stuff at this point, and a lot of activity is going on. So things are happening, folks, okay? When we go to the exchange center, there will be many arrests at that time. So they're going to be using the time that we go in there to receive our redemption, our exchange, for arresting. And it could be plain clothes, or it could be, men that come around and start checking for, the illegal cards, for illegals, whether it be in the United States or even in Canada. Now, a lot of Democrats know that what they've done wrong. They know they've been in criminal activity, and they are fleeing their country. They're packing their shit, and they're getting out of Dodge. There is still black hats in pockets in the military. Unfortunately, there is. So they're still having to get them cleaned out. They know who they are, and they're just watching things play out, and at that time, when the time is right, they will come in, they'll pounce in there and put cuffs on them. Another assassination attempt on Trump was made just weeks ago. A woman notified, or her name was Natalie Rose, was traveling from New York to Washington, I believe, and was caught in a routine stop. She was plotting to kill Trump based on all the information and the paraphernalia she had in her car. The illegal truck driver that had killed 3 people in California faces deportation. Canada is extremely dangerous too. People, when you're traveling up in Canada, stay away from those big trucks. Stay away from them, because they're very, very dangerous. And it's going to get even worse when we're on icy roads, because these clowns that are imports coming in from God knows where do not know how to drive, okay? They just don't. And I've seen all kinds of stupidity on the highways, not just from the imported clowns that are, able to get illegal licenses and other things, but it's also the ones that got the Kool-Aid, right? They're turning into zombies, and they don't know collectively how to make judgment on the highway. The roads are becoming very, very dangerous. Okay, so now the most important thing that is on not just President Trump's mind, but it's also on Melania's mind, is the kids. They are working tirelessly to try to get the children, find out where they are and get them rescued. Okay, General Flynn is trying. He's working in on it. Kash Patel is working in on it. Tulsi Gabbard, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Pam Bondi, Dan Bongino, all of them are collectively working with other agencies to try to round up these innocent little ones, okay? They are more than 300,000 that have been kidnapped under the China Joe administration, with all these criminals that were trying to seduce them to make money off of, okay? Melania Trump is pushing very, very hard to get them saved. Okay, European has the ability to stop the trafficking in Europe and other G7 countries, but they're not doing anything, okay? And this, by them not doing anything, is just exposing them more. And I'm talking, Canada is guilty. Carney's an absolute failure. The shit still goes on. He's not doing anything to help save the children or all the kidnappings that is going on. Britain, same thing with Stalmer. France with Macron and that German clown. The only one that's out there that's actually doing anything good is the Prime Minister or the President, Meloni. She's doing a good job about cleaning up her country of Italy. And but the rest of them, just a bunch of, the Western European, they're just a bunch of clowns that are, going to be brought to trial for crimes against humanity, and it's coming. Now, Trump for all the crimes that they're doing out there in these G7 countries that are committing crimes every day by not doing anything to try to search and save the children. Trump and the administration is going to hold them directly responsible, okay? The mass arrests, okay, now how this is going to happen, it's going to be mass arrests. The codes are going to be entered for the redemption for Nasara Jisara, which has already been played, because when Trump and Putin met up in Alaska, they met far enough away from all the deep state players over in Europe and everywhere else that they were able to sit down and have time enough to do the Nasara Jisara and put the final touches on that, okay? And that's all happening. So it's all mass arrest, codes, and EBS. It's all going to kind of happen at the same time. When? I don't know. But I know it's going to happen before Christmas, okay? Everything goes at once, okay? So the mass arrest, codes, and EBS all go at once. QFS accounts are already set up with your accounts, okay? This is not, I'm not just repeating it. Many people are repeating it. Santa Surfing, Sherry Ray, John Dowling, any of the money people, Mark Z, Mr. C, which is Mr. Cortell, he's the one that's going to be entering the codes, and he says the same thing. He says the mass arrest, codes, and EBS will all happen at the same time. All right. And like I said before, your QFS has already been set up, attached to your accounts, your bank account, no matter if you got any money in it or not. Even if you had an account at one time and then you dropped out and don't have an account now, they've still got your record and will attach that. They know who you are, and they will attach that to your account. So don't worry about it. It's everything's under order. Okay. Now, a fact checker for Facebook has just flipped, and he's going to ready to spill the beans on the clown show that's been going on in Facebook. Okay. Now, there is more crime in Washington than any other city in the world, like I said before, okay? I've got 12, okay. So, John F. Kennedy versus Big Pharma. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has completely defunded all the monies going out to Big Pharma. They're shut down. The MNRA possesses more risk than help, he says. And of course, that's very obvious of what's going on there. And he's going to stop all the funding going to that, which is great news, because they're basically, they need the federal money in order to operate. No one is attacking him because they know how much wrong they're doing. So there is not any type of a fierce fight. They're probably just trying to pack their bags to get out of Dodge, because they know what they've done wrong. They will be caught and prosecuted for what they have done. Things are really heating up, and everybody that, this, like I said, this is the biggest sting operation in world history. It has been going on, and everybody's been caught. And I'm talking about from the top tier, mid tier, and low tier, even the little rugrats that are running around on these social media sites trying to stir up shit and everything else. You have been caught too. So you're going to have to answer some very difficult questions. Now, Trump has gotten more than 6.5 million out there, has saved. I don't know exactly. Let me just jump over from that, okay? Because I'm not too sure what I said there. I have to rewrite it. Patriots and truthers, do not stop what you're doing, okay? You are making a difference. You're making a huge difference, and it's starting the show. And like I said, I want to jump back to Washington again. Washington does not control didn't just control America, it controlled the whole world. And all the Satanists that were in Washington, British lords, Zio, you know who I'm talking about, the demon, you know what I mean, worshippers and stuff like that. They're all been caught there. They had to, that's why the fence was put around them, okay? Anyways, my time is up, and we will see you on the next one.